this best martial arts lesson at home, you're going to discover how to use the best martial arts street fight self-defense tool, which in this case is the walking cane. Grab your cane and follow me. Warm yourself up, put your hand right here in the middle of the crook. You're gonna spin it forward like this twirling motion. You're just cranking it forward like this. Keep it kind of loose in your hand. It goes forward in this direction. You're just warming up the joints, keep them safe from injury during the workout. Now, squeeze your stomach tight, abs up and in. You're gonna go across and back. This warm-up motion keeps your body safe from injury. It's also gonna teach you how this thing moves through space and time so that you can hit the other person hard and fast for self-defense and not yourself. So just warm up a little bit. It's nice, you just kind of open your hand. The other reason you want to be able to do this is that when you're on the ground and you bring it up for that defensive strike, you can slide from here to here very easily. So from here, I just automatically go there, put my hands up between me and the threat, my stick here, in this case the cane, it's between me, that threat. I've got all of these basic strikes. I have these jabbing motions, supported motions. I can use this part of the cane, go right through, and use two hands if I need the support. I can do it all from a chair. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. So back to this warm-up spin, 30 seconds here, and then across the body and back, squeezing the stomach up and in, abs tight. I want you to get a good workout too in this best martial arts lesson at home, not just for self-defense. You're gonna be able to defend yourself better when you're fit. Put your hand here. I like to call it a fighting fit. The way to get fighting fit is just to move. Then if you move in martial arts way, then you get even better fit. Start doing some boxing, a little bit of kickboxing, some Muay Thai, maybe some Jitsu. In this case, spin your cane. Across the body and back, speeding it up when you're ready. Back to the outside. And all of these spins can be done from this chair. You might be stuck in a chair, or think of it this way. This is for street fight self-defense. Maybe you're at the bus station or you're waiting for the train or you're on the train. You want to know that from a seated position, you can use this self-defense tool in exactly the same way. And that means also these warm-up spins. And you really don't have to do anything to modify it. And it forces you to really squeeze your abdominal muscles tight. So now you're getting that full body workout. It's gonna get you healthier, stronger, faster, so that you can get back moving faster. Or again, if you're stuck on the bus, the train, you're in your car, getting out of your car, it's on your seat. I keep one on my seat. I need to defend myself. Some parts of town are rougher than others, especially right now. There's less police presence. All right, so you've warmed up your body, front and back. Now I want you to go into the first strike. Put your weight on the right hand, step forward the right foot, bring your hands up. This hand is open and it's as high as your head. You're gonna guard your head here. This hand has the cane in a nice tight grip. I've just come down a little bit from the hook there. From this position, I give my verbal command, if we're talking about self-defense, stay back, and there's that first strike. Think of going from here to here, through the body, and I want you to practice like this at first, get that range of motion, get that good technique going, 1, 2, and then gradually faster and faster, and then as hard and as fast as you can. When you're practicing martial arts at home or you're practicing self-defense at home, whatever it is, whether it's for sport or aesthetics, just for the look of it, if it's because you enjoy it, or for street fight self-defense, you want to go all in when you start doing your strikes. Same is true if you're punching or if you're kicking or you're sprawling for somebody trying to stop somebody from taking you down. You have to go hard and fast at some point during your training. The first few can always be nice and easy. Make sure you've got the right technique, and then harder and faster, as hard and fast as you can. Always lose the tip at some point during these. Now, this is the first angle. Bring it to the other shoulder. It's my right hand, it's my left shoulder, hand still up, and I come through. From here, through. That other side, just straight through. Got 1, and I've got 2. One side, other side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then, I'm gonna turn this hand up and bring it through the other way. From the bottom, through, to the top. So I have these two, think of an X, right? I'm coming down, down, and then just turning it up and bringing it up this way. You can bring it up this way, and if you do, you run into something solid like their body, you're gonna pop it right out of your fingers because of the way your hand is positioned. I want you to turn your palm up so that when you come up and it runs into something hard like their head or their face for self-defense, it's not gonna come out of your hand. Down, down, turn it, 3, the other side, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And harder, faster, more explosively with every strike for street fight self-defense. You wanna know that when you need it, you've got all the power there. It's gonna stop the fight. And then finally, 5 and 6. Coming across the body from the same side, right hand, right side of the body, palm facing up for the same reason as before. If you have your palm facing the wrong way, coming through here, out like that. If it's here, it comes through, hit something hard, like their arm, like the hand that's holding a machete or a knife or a stick. It doesn't go anywhere. It goes through them, straight through. So when you come across in 5, palm up. 6, the opposite is true. Palm down, bringing it back across. 5, 6. So you have 6 so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna give you 7, straight down the middle. It's an easy martial arts lesson from home, straight down the middle. For self-defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use your cane, self-defense, your fighting cane comes right through, stopping the fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then once you've done one side for 5 or 6 minutes, put it in the other hand. Start as if you were walking into the grocery store or the bank or the pharmacy, or wherever you have to go. You're allowed to take this with you wherever you go. That's why it's one of the best street fight self-defense weapons, because it's not a weapon, it's a tool, it's a mobility tool. And the law says almost everywhere in the world, you're allowed to carry a cane. You don't need a note, you don't need a doctor to say, you don't have to have a permanent limp or something in a cast. It's a great self-defense tool. So from here, step forward with that left foot this time, hands up, and 1, 2, you turn it up, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, left foot forward, it's in the left hand. 1, 2, turns under, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, add 7, straight down the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Harder and faster. Every time you go, 7, make it a habit. Always fight as fast as you can. Once you get the basic structure down, don't go slow anymore. You learn this speed, right? We call it crawl, walk, run. This is crawl. It's okay to spend a lot of time on crawl because you want to get really good technique. You want to make sure all your angles are straight. You want the weapon between you and the threat. You want to fight behind it. But then you got to go to walk a little faster, right? But this still isn't enough to take your breath away. It's not what you would do in a fight. You get hit 6 times before you get 1 strike in. Once you get walked down, you need to go run, sprinting, not jogging, right? Not a marathon pace, but like the 440 pace, as fast as you can from here to there pace. It's a fight fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna try to make every strike in the fight. Every strike, if we talk about street fight self-defense, this is the best street fight self-defense weapon in martial arts, in my opinion, because you can take it everywhere, and it's really kind of like a collie stick or a short sword or machete. It's not sharp, it's just that short weapon. Super effective, extends your reach, put it between you and the threat, and you have something to defend yourself with. It's a force multiplier. Let's talk about getting stronger in the chest. Hold it tight like this. I want you to try to push your hands together. Bring it into your chest and extend. In and out. And then a little faster. The whole time you're squeezing. This is like doing a standing push-up. Squeezing the hands together fires the muscles inside the pecs, the pectoral muscles, the upper chest here, the middle of the chest. Pushing them in this way also engages all these muscles. And then you're going out and back. This becomes very effective defensive move. Let's say I have it in my right hand. I step in here, try to defend myself, stop, stay back. I will defend myself, and they don't, and I've got to hit them. But let's say they catch me unaware. I didn't expect it. Now they're in my face. They're too close. They're on top of my body. They're touching me. They have their hands here. They're grabbing at me. They're punching me. They're hitting me. I can still get my hands up. And then watch, from the side, from here to here. I don't need that much space. Just come straight down. Then you shove them back. This big pole hits them all over the nerves on their chest or in their neck or right in their face. And you just knock them back. If you look on the target on the bag from here, it's a very hard, effective strike. If you also do these practicing here. From here, you're pushing. If they come in to punch me in the face, I can lift their hand up. They're punching in here, I lift it up. So now, go straight, but then also go up. If they try to hit me in the stomach or take a knife and stick it in me about 38 times, push it straight down. Don't push it down and wait. Push it down and then start hitting them, right? Push it 2 or 3 times. But practice this. Get strong in the chest. Up, middle, down, up, down, middle. 30 seconds. Over and over and over again. And then you're gonna progress this over time. If you have a band like this one, you can now hook it around, and I'm gonna put the band around my back. I'm gonna bring it around to the other side. I'm trying to let you see it there. Yeah, I want you to see that. Just make sure that is up a little bit. It might slide up on your neck. I don't like it on my neck. You can do it on your neck, but I like it right there. I'm gonna take my hands, I'm gonna put them on the outside of the band. Now from here, I think this resistance band is like 60, 70 pounds. Now it really is a standing push-up. Slow at first. And remember, this is gonna make you so much stronger faster. If you're also pushing your hands together toward each other, you won't be able to because there's a stick in the middle, right? But try to create that pressure, pushing them together, activate the chest muscles while you're also pushing out. First slow, then fast. Explosively with a little hole at the end. The whole time, squeeze your stomach up and in. From here, up, middle, down. Do this for 30 seconds. And then I've got all kinds of these. I've got the other colors. I put a link in the section below if you want to get your own pair. You want to get your own $15, $10. These things are so inexpensive. One of these fighting canes and a couple bands. Put some links in the description below. Anyway, that's just one way you can use that band with the cane to improve your strength. I'm going to show you another way in a minute just before we're done. Let's go back to the strikes because they have this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I want you to add this time that rifle strike. Imagine there's a bayonet lunging right through their face, right? For self-defense. The best martial arts weapon for street fight self-defense is the cane. There are other great weapons too. This is my favorite though. 1, 2, because you can take it everywhere. 3, 4, 5, straight in, and then the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, straight in. From this position, I can also go to the side. Go to the side. I can hit you with this side or with this side, and they're both super effective. This, all that energy is concentrated on a smaller point. So it's gonna go in, it's gonna penetrate deeper. Throat, think nose, think solar plexus. We talk about street fight self-defense. We talk about principles and not techniques. This is a technique. The principle says, pay attention. What's happening around you starts with situational awareness. Number 2, get in a better position when the threat comes at you. Better position means, in this case, put the weapon between you and the threat. Interrupt their eyesight. Take away their sight picture. It's a sight picture, if you know what I'm talking about. Put this, it interrupts, if they're a thug, if they're a group of thugs, you put it right in they're not used to this. They're used to people cowering and sitting down and giving up and quitting. All of a sudden you're like, hey man, back up. I'll defend myself. You don't have to like me, but you can't talk to me like that. You can't touch me. You certainly can't hit me with that knife. Put your hand here, and then you take a deep breath ask yourself the question, what are my targets? That you can remove. Eyes, eyesight, breathing, throat, remove, destroy, crush. Think in those terms. That's what will tell you the proper technique. What comes next? What weapons do you have? You have a stick, right? They're face to face. They've already closed the gap. They're already grabbing your neck. They're grabbing your body. Your targets are going to change. Now your target might be the chest. It might be the face. Maybe from here, it's their knee. Maybe that's the best target because they're here. You just take one of the legs out and you hit it 2 or 3 times until they crumble to the ground and then you're down like this. So that's why technique is not as important as the principle. Principles, pay attention, self-awareness first, or not self-awareness. That's Gary Vaynerchuk, right? Situational awareness. Military, law enforcement stuff, situational awareness. What's the sit rep? What's going on? Number 2, better position. Weapon between you and the threat. Number 3, breath. Question. You have to ask yourself a question. What are my targets? Then number 4, commitment. And that's this hard striking practice, right? That's going in all the way as hard as you can every single time. You've got to commit on your strikes. Don't strike. Once you warm up, turn your intensity up in here, get your enthusiasm cranking, and then go all in. Practice that way. So if you have to, that switch flips in your head, that number 4, which is the commitment, go all in. And then number 5, the fight's not over till you win. I said I wanted to show you one thing you can do for those biceps. Now, when I think biceps, I don't think skinny jeans, big beard, what's his name with the tattoos? Levine, Adam Levine. I don't think Adam Levine on whatever that show was they was on where they sing with his big giant arms and everything else is skinny and small. I know that's what some people think. When I think biceps, I think of knockout punch, every time, right? Whether it's a hook or it's that quick, fast, hard uppercut, I think a knockout punch. So I want you to have big, strong, powerful biceps, but ones that work for you, for street fight self-defense. So using this guy again, I'm gonna hook it the same way I did when I was doing those push-ups, but I'm gonna take it around my bum, right? I take it like I'm gonna sit in it, like it's a safety harness. And I'm gonna hook that in there. So it's under my buttocks, on my thighs, my big chunky thighs. And I sit down a little bit, like a squat, and then I curl slowly. 1. And I'm gonna do 5 slowly. 4, 5, and then I'm gonna explode. 1, squeeze at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I don't know if I'm gonna turn into Adam Levine on The Voice. Was it The Voice? Anybody know? Whatever it was. With the big arms. I'm not looking for the look. You're not looking for the look when you're talking about street fight self-defense. You're talking about that one punch knockout power, one punch to stop the fight, and that's this, right? Yeah. All right, John. Was that song with? I never seen the show with the Adam Levine. I just saw, and I noticed this trend. These young guys, they're doing lots and lots of chest and arms, no legs, and or very little, and they have poor posture because they're always like this. And their chest, bodies get bigger, bigger, bigger. Arms are getting bigger, but all they had to do was get their shoulders back and down, stomach up and in, right? John, drill instructor, right? And you're marching, close, what do you call that? Close order drill, up and down, up and down. And it's all about posture. You're already an 1.5 inches taller and you look 3 inches wider and you're stronger when you put your stomach up and in and your shoulders back and down. And your chest just grew and your arms just grew. You look more powerful and you don't look like a threat or a target for those thugs or those punks coming at you. So stomach up and in, shoulders back and down, pulling it back this way, but push-ups. If you can do 5 good push-ups in a regular position and then 5 good push-ups with your feet elevated, which will work the bottom part of the chest, and then 5 push-ups, or no, that's the top part of the chest. And 5 push-ups with your hands there. Oh yeah, kettlebells, man. Oh, I have the medicine balls back here. The corner over there, sick with kettlebells. Every flavor and color and weight you would like. And we're doing all the kettlebell lifts. I don't do very many of those workouts for whatever reason. People want to know how to defend themselves with a punch. It makes sense, right? First, but you want to get really strong, be a great martial artist, Get one good kettlebell. Decline push-ups, yes, thank you. Decline push-ups, incline push-ups, regular push-ups. Do 5 at a time. 5 regular, 5 with your feet up, 5 regular, 5 with your hands up. 5 regular, over and over and over again. And then give yourself like 5-10 seconds of rest between each set. Go until you can't do anymore, and then go to 4 at a time. And then go to 3 at a time, and then go to 2 at a time and 1 at a time. And if you do that for 6 weeks, your shoulder, and you have to pull your shoulders back in. That's where pull-ups come in. And for a while there, they were letting us do the kip, and then they went to the dead hang again. Dead hang push-ups, if you can do those. It's all about getting the shoulders back and down. Oh, that's one more exercise you can do with these. Let me show you. You want to be able to do really good pull-ups. Now you're going to stand on your band, and you're going to hook it. And it's all about that explosive move. From here, make sure you don't pop yourself in the chin. Bring it straight up and down, up and down, up and down. A lot of the pull-ups, and that's going to activate these muscles back here too. When you start your pull-up, pull your shoulders back and down, pull the shoulder blades together, and then do your first pull-up. It'll be harder at first, but just like everything else, when you do it right, you'll be much stronger at the end. Do 5 push-ups or 5 pull-ups for every 25 push-ups, and you'll keep those shoulders back and down. You won't get the headaches because you're doing too much here and your chest is rolling forward. You got to keep it all back and down. I've learned the hard way, right, over the years. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say, John, about the Marine Corps. Something about drill instructors or something. Anyway, get yourself a cane, warm up with a spin, front and back. Do everything you do standing, also sitting. Why? Best martial arts street fight self-defense. You don't know when they're going to attack you while you're sitting. If you were thinking to yourself, you're sitting on the bus, you're sitting on the subway, you're sitting on a plane, you're sitting, and everything, the poo hits the fan, people are a little crazy, punks are roaming around. When are they going to attack you? When you're walking around like this, like, come on, man, come on. Or when you're sitting in the chair and you have your cane like this and you look like that feeble old person. And that's when they're going to come at you. So make sure you practiced being able to take that thing up. You're sitting there, and they look at you, and you see them coming because situational awareness. And number 2, you're like, hey, man, and you're about to stand up, but you don't have time. You will hit them 5-6 times while you're standing. And if you can't stand, just keep sitting and hitting them, right? But practice. If you're going to do the cane, if this is going to be your weapon of choice, you want to be a great martial artist, learn how to do it from every position. After you get from the cane, then get on the ground. Yeah, they want to rob you. There are a lot of punks out there right now. Especially where we are. We're a little bit further south. We're like on the edge between where all the crime happens and the next level up, right? And then you go that way, and it's nicer, and the cops are still responding. But down here, man, it's different, right? And I see it, and you see, and I talk to people, and there's a lot of homeless in the park, and the homeless are jumping each other right now because there's not a lot of stuff to go around. And everybody's in a little bit of a crazier headspace, and everybody's drinking more and taking more drugs because of the Wuhan, and everybody's in a little weirder headspace because everybody's so nervous. It's a bad combination. This is a great solution if you want to feel a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more safe, a little bit more confident when you walk around. You get in this position. From here, you might look like more of a target if that's going through your head. You look a little bit weaker. Situational awareness, you're paying attention, they start coming up, you're like, back up. And it's a command. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. You don't have to like me, but you can't make fun of me. You don't have to agree with the things I say, but you can't tease me, push me around, kick me, punch me. That's what self-defense is. Learn how to speak up for yourself, but it's the right words. If you say, you're scaring me. Yes, they know that. That's why they're doing what they're doing. If you say, it hurts my feelings when you call me that name. Yeah, they know that. That's why they're calling you the name, right? That's what I don't understand about these anti-bullying programs. Let's all kumbaya and sing songs about how it hurts our feelings so that they feel guilty. No, that doesn't work. You have to say, stop. Don't call me that name. You don't have to like me. Get out of my face. You don't have to like me, but you can't touch me. That's my human right. And then, because you're a martial artist, you're studying martial arts lessons at home right now because we're all at home, then you get your hands up. You put your hands between you and the threat and you just tell them, right? It's a command. Back up. Don't touch me. Step back. I'm going through this way. You go over that side. Don't ask them. Don't say please. Don't be polite. Polite's for please pass the ketchup for my tater tots. That's polite. That's you should do that. That's good human politeness, right? But that's not what this is. Back up, or I'm gonna stick this thing right through your throat. It's you or them. You've got your kids with you. You've got your significant other. You've got your boyfriend, girlfriend, your wife, your husband. You've got your feeble grandmother. Or it's just not right. They're picking on somebody. No one else, everybody else has got their phone out, taking video so they can post it. And you're standing there, you're like, I don't know what happened, but this isn't right. Hey, stop. And you speak up. But that's not easy. You have to know the right words to say, and then you have to prepare. You have to practice over and over and over until you get blisters everywhere and you get sweaty and all that. Yeah, right. A diplomat and a warrior, I like that. But think of it this way. This is the Confucian concept. The mother cheetah. The mother cheetah, she's loving, she's sweet. When the babies are born, she lets them crawl all over and lick her and bite her skin and suck on the milk and bite a little too hard, and then they rough house and they play. And she's just gentle, right? She licks them and she cleans them with her tongue and she's all sweet. The mother cheetah. But something comes to threaten those little cubs. That mother cheetah comes up and she rips their throat, literally. Whatever the animal is, rips the throat right out of their body. And the blood goes squirting because the mother cheetah knows how to switch it like that. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to understand principles of self-defense. Number one, situational awareness. What's happening? You walk out your door, look first down, see what's really close. Is anybody hiding in the bush? Someone back there behind the half wall? And then number two, you look up, 25 yards. Who's across the street? What's different over there? I haven't seen that guy before. Who's that guy? What's he doing in my neighborhood? And then you put yourself in a better position. When the threat does come in, you interrupt their line of sight, right? You put the hard weapon between you and the threat. Number three, breathe. You've got to center yourself and ask yourself those questions. What are my targets? Number four, all commitment. That's that mother cheetah, or mother, what'd I say? Was it the cheetah? That's that mother animal. That's that instinct to protect and destroy. Anything that threatens you or your family, you threaten it. And I'm not talking, you ask them, please. I'm not saying, they come up and they get in your little kid, they touch your little kid, and you say, hey man, what's going on with you? Are you having a bad day? No, you take your stick right upside their head and you say, don't touch, but that's my family. That's my, right? You have every right to defend yourself and your family. That's what I'm saying. That commitment. And number five, fight's not over till you win. Let me know what else you want to work on with this. We're going to try to do a bow staff later today. If not today, it'll happen in the morning, and I'll see you on the next one.